Pilgrim V8 video. Today I am in the icon of icons. This is the 1968 Fastback Mustang. This isn't just any normal Fastback Mustang, not that there were very many of them anyway. I think it's about 12% the whole Mustang build was Fastbacks, but anyway, never mind that. I'll put the correct figure in if it's wrong. This Mustang is a GT spec one, and these are the rarest of the rare. The GT came in two engine sizes, either 350 or 390, and this one is a 390. So that means it's a 6.3 litre V8 with a manual gearbox. And this one has got a 5-speed gearbox attached to it. So let's just talk about the running gear of this car first of all. It came with disc brakes. This car is basically as factory spec. It's not been sort of enhanced or upgraded in any way, because basically these GTs, especially the 390s, left the factory really in about the best spec possible. So we've got power steering, we've got disc brakes with servo on the front, we've got obviously the 5-speed gearbox, we've got the rev counter and the speedo, and then we've got the other dials here, so fuel, clock and water temperature. So now let's talk about GT spec. What was the GT spec? Well, the GT spec was the center console that goes inside the car. So it's sort of basically a bit of a luxury thing really. And then you've got the roof console with the two map lights up there. So that's really nice. You've got the wood look dashboard insert into the dash. Then on the outside of the car, we've got probably the more things that get copied when people try and make Mustangs GTs when they're not GTs. So the first things we've got is we've got the driving lamps or fog lamps or whatever inside the grille. Then we've got the GT badge on the petrol cap on the back, and the GT badges on the front wings on the side. Then if we look on the wheels, they've got special GT wheels and hubcaps. And what else have we got? We've got the indicators that are shown, the grooves, sorry, not the grooves, we've got the vents in the bonnet, which have got repeater indicators, so you can see which direction you're indicating, which actually not only is a really useful thing when you're driving, but actually looks quite cool as well. So as you can see, gearbox changes gear really nicely. Engine pulls like you'd imagine a 6.3 litre engine might, very strongly, lots and lots of torque, and just have a listen. It sounds absolutely glorious, doesn't it? So this one is finished in raven black with a two-tone blue interior, and according to the records this is actually only one of 6 Mustangs in this configuration. So that makes it, I mean, as we know, GTs are rare anyway, GT 390s are rare, and then you start talking about with a GT spec in black with this really nice interior combination, and you're talking hen's teeth. And just have a listen to that engine. So let's just drive along now and just see what it feels like. Right, the 1968 Mustang was pretty much the first iconic muscle car that really all the others were based on. So this shape car was the one that was used in Bulllit and Gone in 60 Seconds, and it was the Eleanor, based on the Eleanor car was based on a 1968 Fastback, and you can see from the look of it, you can see why they picked it. It was such a glorious looking car, and obviously a great driver's car too. That was the nice thing, the boot actually drive beautifully. And as you probably noticed, the paintwork, the gleaming black Raven paintwork on this car, just listen to that engine. Glorious. The pull from the 390 cube V8 is sublime, to be honest, it really is. And through the corners, feels really great too. So we're pulling up a hill now. Let's pop it into fifth. Gorgeous. Really nice. Let's go back to the start of this car. This car was built in Philadelphia Metrion factory in 1968 in June. It was then delivered to the first owner in Philadelphia by Royal Ford, which is was a Ford dealership in 1968. The car spent most of its life, as we can tell from looking at the paperwork, in Philadelphia, and then was exported to Norway in 1996, and then came back here in 2011. And the owners basically had the car, gone through the whole car, keeping it as original as possible, using original parts where parts have needed to be replaced. So the car is pretty much as it left the factory in 1968 in terms of condition and the provenance of the car. It is really a very, very, very special car. Other things to mention whilst we're on a slight diversion, there's a bit of an accident just ahead, so we're just going on a slightly different route. Other things to mention about the GT Fastback with this one is it's got a very unusual or rare C side stripe, and that is the sort of the white stripe that goes down the side of the car that turns into a C around the back of the car. That is a reflective stripe actually, and looks extremely good. Really does set the car off, and of course it's got the 14-inch steel wheels, which are the correct wheels for the car. Other things worth mentioning in the GT pack, with the visibility choice, I think it was called, you've got the two wing mirrors, which sounds like something, but in 1968 having a pair of door mirrors was obviously quite a thing. Nowadays, of course, it'd be illegal to build one with one door mirror, but yeah, we've got two door mirrors, so visibility is excellent. We've also got the interior light package, so we've got the map reading lights up here, we've got lights in the back for the rear passengers, lights in the doors, light in the glove box, and amazingly for 1968 we've actually got an FM stereo radio. So I say this car has basically been left exactly as it should be. Beautiful door cards, lovely original steering wheel, engine that purrs absolutely gloriously. And of course the paintwork on it is absolutely beautiful. Clutch on it is really nice and light, as are the brakes, are very easy to use. Gear change is nice and easy. Now, if you'd like to put yourself in for a test drive to see this absolutely immaculate, very rare 1968 icon, get a bit of Ford motoring history, then call Mark at Pilgrim V8 on the number at the end of the video, and he'll be able to make an appointment for you to see the car and possibly have a test drive in it as well. This really is driving the 1968 American dream. Absolutely stunning.